Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to keep you informed. Just a couple of more minutes before we unveil something that you have been waiting for very, very eagerly. I'll leave it right here. We'll thank you all for your cooperation and patience. Get yourself warmed up, and we promise you the heat and the temperature will build up in just a little bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. And please put your hands together one more time for our MCs for the evening right here at the Gionee Elife E7, the launch. Archana and A.K. Rahman. Can we hear it for both of them, please? मैंने कहा जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and over to our MCs for a rocking evening ahead.
Oh boy, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is A.K. Rahman. With me is the gorgeous Archana. Hi.
Thank you, Rahman. That was very kind of you. But I have to say a very, very good evening to all of you. It's been a very exciting day for all of us here at the Buddh International Circuit. And I'm sure that a lot of you have enjoyed yourselves. This is your time to sit back, relax, and enjoy our press conference that we have on behalf of Gionee and the entire family of Gionee. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you.
Absolutely. And it's always nice to smile. A lot of people just wondering, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Come on, guys, let's see you smiling. I know it's been a fin. Did you all have a good day? Hello?
That yes was very meek.
Okay.
Did you guys have a good day?
Brilliant. Okay.
That's better.
Yeah, it's nice. Come on, we are Gionee and we need to celebrate, because we're really going to create history in India. So what we're going to do is, I know it's a long day, so I want you, because always, Archana, after a tiring long day, आदमी थक सा जाता है. So I'm going to do a little exercise, all right? Everybody, come on, stand up, come on. Everybody, yeah. Stand up. We should not be comfortable. Get out of the comfort zone. Yeah, we are Indians. Everybody. Yeah.
Are you going to make them sing the national anthem?
No. Everybody stand up. Yeah, come on. बाप रे कुछ लोग खड़े होने के लिए ये देखो सेकंड टेबल पे मैं नहीं खड़ा होता. Come on. Hi.
खड़े हो जाओ सर.
खड़े हो जाओ. Everybody stand up. Yeah, put your hands in front. जिनके पास दो हाथ हैं, दोनों हाथ आगे. You need to put your hands in the front. In the front.
In the front, not up. In the front.
And when you are tired, we Indians are always ready to take an angadai and say that hamari thakan dur. We're going to take our thakan out, okay? So put your hand in the front and do this with me with a lot of energy, all right? Yeah, get the awaz out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, with a little more energy. Let the tiredness vanish. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Now settle down.
Here we go. Well, if they weren't tired enough, certainly you're not going to be tired after this. Well, a warm welcome, of course, we'd like to extend to, on behalf of Gionee, to the friends from the media, key opinion leaders, supply chain partners, India business partners, India channel partners, ever supportive retail partners, the top 25 ISPs, and the 10 consumers who actually won on our Twitter contest that we held recently. That's another first from Gionee, of course.
Absolutely. Where are the 10 winners?
Yay, right at the back. Make some noise.
Yes. We love you.
You're winners tonight, so congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're going to be witnessing the much-awaited Gionee Elife E7. We're waiting for that, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We've got a little bit of a glimpse, Rahman and I. But I promise you, you're going to see some magic tricks like you've never seen before. And I'm not going to spoil the taglines now.
I swear, we're in love with everything we saw. But ladies and gentlemen, today's honorable guest list includes Gionee's media friends, online, offline, from over 40 cities, pan-India. Welcome, guys. Really, really happy to have you here. Especially who've taken time out from their busy schedules and are with us. So let's give a round of applause for all our media guys. Come on, zordar taaliyan. And we have with us various channel partners, micro-distributors, key retailers, and the sales teams of our business partners, pan-India, making it an eventful gathering of over 500 of us. So let's make some noise and big round of applause for us.
I've actually heard it's over 700 of us. So another round of applause for all of us.
That's good.
Well, I'm sure that all of you had fun witnessing the Gionee Grand Prix. I know it was very exciting for all of you. I mean, I'm sure there's been winners, so many congratulations to our winners. Of course, that was Vishal Video. Where are you guys?
You did brilliant, guys. Where are the media guys? Media guys are very good. I like the starting wala saying that I'm gonna put you down, baby. Reminds me of the WWE. Good, guys. You're very. Everybody was good.
Yes, many congratulations to everyone who participated. It was more of a fun exercise, thanks to Gionee, of course. Actually, a dream opportunity to drive a car on an F1 circuit. Not every day does that happen.
Absolutely, it's a chance of a lifetime. And of course, all the teams who were cheering. Whereas the team South, they were energetic all through the day.
There were a lot of them as well.
Ah,
Oh, there you go. The team from the South, where we'd like to thank our partners Qualcomm for this endeavor, indeed. And now I'd like to tell you that, of course, while the afternoon was about speed, the camera exhibition. Did any of you see the camera exhibition?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah? Through the tunnel? Good.
For all those of you who didn't, you'll have to go afterwards.
It's going to take you back in time, how it's evolved.
Beautiful,
It's such a beautiful journey, and especially with the people standing there with those old cameras. You know, Purane Zaman, even now when you go to the fairs, you have somebody who goes into that and say, Uncle Ji, smile. So it's nice.
But we have many of those cameras out there at the exhibition, and it's ultimately obviously boils down to the fact that you are going to see the best Android camera phone right here tonight at the Booth Circuit, thanks to Gionee. So much to be excited about. And I'd like to also say at this point that while you're going to witness the world's best Android phone, which is the Gionee Elife E7, I'm going to also say that Elife is a sub-brand of Gionee, specifically targeting the young and the trendy, pretty much people like you and
me. Just like us.
Yeah.
Did you click the picture? Yeah, just so, yo. Really
the yo kind. We have a Honey Singh too here. Yo, Honey Singh, where are you?
Where is Honey Singh?
Yo. So yeah, for all those young and trendy people out here.
Okay, so Honey Singh, please, 2 phones, one for her, the other for her as well. Because he's not going to gift a phone to me.
I'll gift it to you.
I love you. You're such a generous person you are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. This summer saw the birth of Elife, and we released our flagship smartphone, Elife 6, in October. And E6 has garnered a lot of appreciation in India, overseas markets. And today, in less than 3 months, Gionee has come out with yet another path-breaking product, the best Android camera phone, the Elife E7. So let's hear it before it comes to the world. Let's give a big round of applause for that. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye.
Well, since we have spoken about Gionee as the brand, I think it would be apt at this point to call upon Mr. Arvind Vora, who is, of course, the Indian partner for Gionee. It's his brainchild, and along with, of course, Mr. William Liu. And it's very, very nice that you could actually come here and tell us a little bit about Gionee and its journey.
Okay, apart from being that, the Indian face of Gionee, he's a brilliant person. Trust me, spend 10 minutes with him and your perception of life changes. He's a brilliant, dynamic person. Let's give him a big round of applause, everybody!
Am I on? Good evening, everybody. The guys in the last row, can you hear me? Say that again. Say that again. I did not hear. Okay. See, I'm just going to take 2 minutes of your time to actually share how we conceived this business. And when we conceived this business, it was just the 2 stupidly mindful guys, that was William and me, sitting in the coffee shop in Trident on probably the 23rd of April 2012. Was that right, William? 23rd of April 2012? Yes, because I'm younger. So on 23rd of April 2012, William said, Arvind, ODM business, we don't make money. So I said, William, ODM business, you can't make money. He says, why? I said, because you make somebody else's brand. He says, is your idea to make our own brand? I said, brilliant. Let's do our own brand. And that's how Gionee was born. So 23rd of April 2012, over a cup of coffee, in 3 minutes, we decided to make a joint venture between Syntech Technology Hong Kong and Syntech Technology India, and that's when Gionee was born. So I'm just going to leave you with this, nothing beyond this, but I want to take this opportunity to thank approximately 700 people who've actually come from across India to witness this launch. We have about 150 people from media. We have 350 distributors who sell to the retail. We have about 25 ISPs, 10 esteemed customers. We have about almost 150 people on distribution network. And yes, my wife is also here. Thank you so much. Can we have the corporate AV?
We are now in the new smartphone era. Perhaps you are using one now. Phones have changed our lives and our future.
早在10几年前，当手机还只能电话短信的时候，我们就已经开始做手机了。
We use technology and software to give life to mobile phones. Phones gave us inspirations. We pursue perfection in every product.
经过10余年的积累，今年在全球设有4大研发中心，拥有超过1500名的工程师，每年的研发的手机的数量超过20款，每年在研发方面的资金投入超过5亿元，申请的专利超过100项。
Entered the smart devices era. We have set our motto as innovations and advance with the times. The integration of hardware and software in creating the perfectly balanced ecosystem in a smartphone is gradually taking shape. Gionee has the largest intelligent manufacturing base in Asia. There are over 8,000 employees based in the Gionee Industrial Park. Over 125 million US dollars have been invested in the industrial park, with production capacity of over 40 million units a year. After the completion of the third phase in the park, the production capacity will reach 80 million units a year. Our industrial park has China's first lab developed specifically for supporting product design. Over 5 million US dollars was invested to build an advanced mobile testing laboratory. We cooperate with the world's top developers. Today, these companies have become Gionee's strategic partners. In China, in India, in Europe and South America, everywhere in the world.
现在，全球有超过1亿的用户正在使用金立手机。我们在全球已经布局40多个国家，在国内有40多家手机总代理，5万多名销售网点，几百件的线下服务体验中心，在中国已经形成了稳固的、互信的、高效的和纵深的销售以及服务网络。
We offer a variety of different services and a 24-hour after-sales service. Whenever we are needed by our country and society, we never let them down. Wherever you are, Gionee is always easily approachable.
未来是科技改变生活的时代，我们将继续和国际领先的合作伙伴一道，将科技带到您的工作、生活、娱乐中去，为全世界更多国家和地区的人们提供更好用户体验的智能设备和服务。
All right. Like that. Hello. You know, when suddenly everybody goes silent, we kind of think that, are you like just pondering over what it is, or are you just thinking about it, or are you just like stunned? Mesmerizing. Say that again. Wow. Any other word? Hindi में बोल सकते हैं. Punjabi, Tamil. Any word. Chakit. Very good.
चकित हो गए हैं.
Chakit ho gaye.
चकित हो गए हैं सब.
All right. Anything else?
Genius. Chalo. We'll take genius. I'm sure Team Gionee will take genius. They like the sound of that.
Absolutely. And now,
We'd like to firstly thank Mr. Vora for his presentation so far, and we'd like to also welcome Mr. William Liu, President Gionee, to kindly come on stage.
let's give a big round of applause. Welcome him with a thundering round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Are you happy today? Okay. Now, let me share the company profile.
Knows what you want and organizes all the moments of life so you can relive the memories anytime, anywhere.
The best phone in the world, and this will show us to offer the new technology and the best quality products to the world.
So, pick up an Elife E7 and start your Elife
globally,
today.
We are present in more than 40 countries. Till today, we have
What does it take to capture a perfect moment using a smartphone? Our answer, the Elife E7, a smartphone that includes a 16-megapixel camera. Each pixel measures 1.34 microns wide, striking a perfect balance between total megapixels and individual pixel size. This makes the Elife E7 the world's first smartphone equipped with a professional quality camera sensor. We've also added a larger, clearer lens and a durable scratch-resistant lens protector. Enjoy clearer and more beautiful selfies. Professional camera interface. Composition tools. Enjoy pictures in their true colors, even in low light. Capture a complete scene in one shot.
Some comments and reply from
Eliminate distortion or blur. Adapt to diverse conditions without manual adjustments. We've also updated our fun camera app.
And today we are here to launch.
Capture
Elife
flawless selfies
E7.
every time.
So E7 is the latest flagship
Share the
model
color
of
and
Elife
flavor of
family.
your life.
So 1 year back, I have decided to
Capture a
develop
perfect picture
the
every
best
time.
camera phone in the world.
Delete any
After
moving
1 year
objects.
hard work, we worked with
And no
many,
more
many
retakes
top
on Action
customer-
Shot.
suppliers who customers
At work,
the company
you will always
for us,
have a handy assistant.
and more than 1,000 hardware engineers
Outdoors,
involved
an extra
in
pair of
this.
hands.
And I think today, we are
Finally,
very
a smartphone that knows what
very
you want
proudly to announce that
and organizes all the
E7
moments of life
is launched in India.
so you can relive the memories anytime,
Thank you.
anywhere.
And smartphone is totally different from feature phones because feature phone is hardware and feature oriented, but smartphone is experience oriented. So I see that smartphone is the integrated solution of hardware, software, and service. According to this philosophy, we developed our own OS. We call it Amigo. Amigo means friends because we think that the relationship between the phone and its users is like friends. So in the last 2 years, more than 350 engineers involved in Amigo, and till today, we have 9 million users globally, and it's present in 26 countries. So, Amigo, we target Amigo to be the best OS based on Android and with its own ecosystem in different countries. And many people ask me, why Gionee come to India? I think just Arvind also tell you the story between me and him and last year. Actually, personally, I have very long and deep love in India because I worked in India for 1.5 years in 1999 and 2000. And I think it's very lucky that I met Mr. Arvind at that time. So we have friendship, I think, for more than, 14 years. And thank you. And from business side, I say first that India GDP growth is very stable and very fast with about 6% every year. And India will become the biggest young population country in the world by 2020. And India's smartphone market just crossed the tipping point. And we can see that in next year, the year-to-year growth will be 150%. It will be the fastest growth in the world. And lastly, that India will become the second largest smartphone market only after China. So I see that strategically, India will be the best market in the future, and it will be next year. So for Gionee, India is the second home market. And I think E6 we launched in China in July, but launched in India in October. But for E7, we launched last month in China, and we launched this month in India. The gap become 1 month. And I promise today, our next flagship product will be launched in China and India at the same time. And so, according to this strategy, we will continually invest in India in the branding, and also we will keep on retaining localized talents. So thank you for our local India team. Thank you. And till today, we only launched high-end products in India. So many people also ask me, why we not launch low-end products? Why not we launched $30, $40 smartphones? So I always say that smartphone is different from feature phone. Smartphone is experience-oriented. Low-end always means low price, low cost. But low cost means low quality. Low quality means poor experience. So we never sacrifice the user experience for price, for cost. So this is our position. According to this position that Gionee will only offer high quality and good appearance products. We have much better quality than local brands. Compared with the international brands, we have equal or better quality and experience. But we made a more affordable price. So Gionee is the only company in India today we can offer better products with affordable price. This is our long-term strategy. So lastly, I want to share our vision in India. Within 5 years, Gionee will become
top 5 brands globally, and we have become #1 brand in India. So according to this target, we will accordingly allocate our resource to India. Please believe me. Okay. I hope with, and lastly, I want to share is globally, the product center is moved from United States to Korea and now to China. So China is the product center now of all the world. And China till today, we manufacture more than 70% of the global phones and smartphones. And for market side, market center now is shifting from United States, Europe to China, and now move to India. I think in the next 2 years, it will move to Africa. So China is become the product center, and India and Africa is the potential markets in the future. So Gionee, globally we focus on China market, on India and Nigeria in Africa. So this is our global corporate strategy. So lastly, thank you for listening. Thank you for support. Thank you.
Oh boy, I have to tell you how important India is. It's exceptional. You know, I always thank you, sir. Thank you very much for those insights. And I have to tell you that India is very, very important, considering that Indian market in the overall global journey, it has a strategic importance.
Absolutely, and we got such a wonderful insight into the business and the strategy thanks to William. So thank you for giving us an insight into that. And I'd like to also say at this point that, you know, Gionee has actually dare I say.
That's the word,
dared to innovate and moves at a pace considering they have their own research and development. They have the freedom to actually go ahead and, you know, like I was told today that for the E7 camera itself, it took about 1 year.
Oh,
for them to actually come up with that camera, which makes it so different and the world's best Android phone with a camera.
It's a lethal combination. It's a lethal combination. And talking about it, it's when you touch and feel it. We've tried, we've seen it, and believe you me, we've been bowled over by that.
Well, I'm sure while we would be bowled over, there's another very distinguished guest amongst us who I'm sure everyone here knows. I watch him all the time on TV. I read his columns. He's my go-to guy when technology is concerned.
Oh, so much you talk about me, man.
You got excited when I said go-to guy, right?
Yeah, you always call me and say, Rahman, is it? Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, that's the personal problems. Never mind. We're talking about... Don't tell me you're talking about the tech guru guy.
The gadget guru.
He is brilliant. I mean, every time I want to buy a phone or anything related to technology, he's the man. I switch on the TV, I go to YouTube, I search for him. He is brilliant.
Well, since he is brilliant, we decided to share his brilliance here today with us. We'd like to call on Mr. Rajiv Makni, Managing Director, Technology from NDTV, to kindly come on stage and take over a propelling discussion forward with, of course, Arvind and William, which I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy.
Talia! Rajiv, where do you get all the knowledge from so much? Brilliant, Brian. I have to tell you, the next time I have a problem, call you.
Yeah, but talking about that race, am I on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so talking about that race, just wanted to tell everybody, thank you very much. You can give me another round of applause. We came third, but I'm not very sure whether we really came third, because I think a distributor or retailer won, and usually a company would want to give it to a retailer or distributor.
Are you trying to say that we rigged the
Yes,
results?
that's my first. Look, when you call a journalist here,
be prepared.
How many people agree? Could be rigged, right? Yes.
No.
All with hands down. Yes. See, look at that. Amazing, right?
You know, we've got a lot of people putting their hands up. You know who they are? They're your friends.
No. I said everybody who thinks it was rigged, keep your hands down. Look at that. Awesome, right?
You said that?
I said that.
No, you didn't.
Kidding, you know. All right, let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and
Over
gentlemen.
to you, Rajiv. Enjoy this very propelling discussion that's going to take place now.
Thank you. Okay, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I'm supposed to do this discussion with, of course, the two gentlemen. But just before we do that, I'm going to throw this entire thought and script out because I'm frankly pleasantly shocked at something, and that's what I want to do. Can I, whoever's handling the AV here, I have no idea who I'm supposed to point to. Can you go back to the AV, the presentation William was going through, to the third last slide, I think? Possible? Not possible? Possible. Yeah, that one. Okay, so top 5 brand globally, and then the big one. Number 1 brand in India within 5 years. I have one question to ask the two of you guys. What are you two smoking? It's really good stuff, man. I mean, number 1 brand in India in 5 years, 15, 20, I would say, okay. In 5 years. So now may I have the two of you, because I'm not going to have any scintillating discussion. I want to talk about this. What are you guys talking about? Come. Can we, let's do this standing. Okay, so first of all, thank you very much. Very interesting event. Last time I met Arvind at an event, I said I'm very upset with him because, you know, when you start doing events of this magnitude, then you always expect it to be even better the next time. I didn't realize he's going to take me so seriously. So well done, great event.
We've always taken you seriously.
Yeah, I know. Now I realize that. But
Except for the rigging part.
I've got to watch you beat this one. Okay, the next time. Okay. So shall we?
Yeah.
So like I said, let's just start off, and I'm going to make this very interactive because after you guys answer, in typical TV journalist mode, I will not believe you, but I'd love to be convinced. So let me find out. That's actually a huge claim. Let me give you a guarantee. You've almost made sure that almost all the reports that come out tomorrow, my show, all the bloggers here who've already tweeted that out, and everybody else who's reported on it, that's the headline. But the headline in all probability will be, what is Gionee thinking? They expect to be number 1. I mean, you've got formidable companies in front of you, companies that have been here for years and years and years. They are, you know, some people have that as legacy, some people as loyalty, some people as brand name. You're going to take them and actually obliterate the entire competition in 5 years? Okay, I'd love to hear how you think you can manage that.
Actually, in mobile phone industry, I was being in this industry for 11 years. And I can see that everything is possible. So if we look back, 2 years back, I think Nokia is still very strong. I think 2 years back, HTC is very strong. But where are they today? So everything can happen, okay? And because for Gionee, you know, is a very strong brand in China. We have big R&D center. We have big, you know, manufacturing facility in China. And China is the product and technology center. So for us, the main barrier for India is the distribution and the marketing.
Would you say that? Is that really, I'm going to find out from Arvind.
Yeah.
Is that really just about the only barrier you have? Marketing and distribution?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
How to combine China products and India markets is very,
okay,
very
I would
difficult.
strongly, and I'm using that word very softly, strongly disagree with you that it's about the only barriers. Is that it? Is that all you have to do?
I think as far as I'm concerned, you know, there are 3 constituents to any market. First, you got to have your product correct. If you don't have your product correct, I mean, I could be smoking anything, but I won't be able to say this. Second part of the business is all about getting your distribution correct. As I said last time, I think it's about 80% distribution, and the balance 20% is where brand is all about. And between the two of us, we are very, very clear as far as product management is concerned, is done by China. We've already seen technology move. We've already seen design move to China. And I think you've seen what China has to offer. So getting the sales, distribution, and marketing up is the key barrier to get things going. You know, without saying much, but you know, reports are already in that we are almost about 1.15 to 1.5% market share in about 9 months of delivery. And if I was to go on this by value, we're close to about 2%. So 2% in about 9 months of delivery is something which I would like to question. Does it sound possible that in 5 years
Okay,
this
so
could take us to about
I'll give you
10
that.
times that?
I'll give you that. You have some very strong numbers, but you could also just be having an incredibly good start. But the race is truly won when you sustain. The race is truly won when you've got a great amount of understanding of the local market. Would you say that India is one of the most unique markets ever, where things like, we're about the only people in this entire world who actually take our phones out of our pocket, put it on a table because that phone is our identity, it is us. We actually think of that as our name on the phone. At this present, and let me throw this out there, I mean, who are we kidding? Eventually, still in India, you're a Chinese brand. That level of loyalty to be number one would be a tough one right now, is my contention.
Yes.
So how do you take care of the fact that India is such a unique market where we have such diverse yet personal opinions?
And one Chinese thing said, good start is half of success.
Okay.
So 9 months, I think we can predict for the next 3 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I think India market actually is similar to China, not unique.
Okay.
It's very similar. And
have you seen a non-Chinese brand be able to do what you think you'll do in India? I mean, you're basically coming in here.
Yes.
We have Indian brands. They're
Yes.
not going to sit idle.
Yeah.
No other brand is just going to let you come and just take the market. So in the same way as India is like China, but we don't have any examples in China of a brand coming in from abroad and becoming number one.
I think we can think in another way. Okay, globally, I can see in the next 3 years, only Apple and Samsung will survive. Almost all other.
Which one, Samsung and?
Apple.
Okay, all right.
Will survive globally in the next 2 or 3 years. All other brands maybe will disappear.
Okay, now
They're
that's
global,
another big
okay?
statement. Huh?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
headline number 2.
Yes, this is one. Second is now we look at India brands. All India brands, the products are from China, right?
Right.
And it's from tier 3, tier 4 China vendors, not from tier 1, tier 2 vendors. Do you have ever seen the brand can sustain without R&D and manufacturing facilities? Not possible. So till today, all India brands are traders, not brands. So this is the opportunity. So, and if we see from this perspective, okay, and globally we have only 2 competitors. One is Apple, one is Samsung, right? So Apple, this company, is not wrong for numbers, therefore value, right? So globally we can say we have only one competitor, it's Samsung.
Okay.
So Samsung in the next 5 years is our main competitor, I can see. But we still have the confidence to beat because in the last 2 years, in last 3 years, Samsung took the advantage of smartphone is growing very fast. But in the next 3 or 5 years, smartphone, it will become slow. If the technology becomes slow, Chinese companies will take the advantage because it will become cost effective and efficient effective. So this is our advantage in the next.
So I agree with some of the points you made, but you've also called yourself number 5 globally.
Yes.
But there's Apple and Samsung in your eye and nobody else. Which are the other 2 then?
Yeah.
From a total of 5, you've named Apple and Samsung. Which other 2 will still be in front of you in 5 years?
Both are from China.
Or both will be from China?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so this is the true Chinese invasion in every which way.
I think in the future will be one United States company, one Korean company, and 3 Chinese companies.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll tell you what, I have many more questions, but I'd like to make this more interactive because I can see a lot of people in audience that I'd love to find out about this thought that you've put out and, of course, the tweets and headlines that you've already made. So if I can get a mic, I'm going to go down to a few people in the audience of all different, well, you need to answer. Do we have a third mic? Such a huge event and you didn't invest in a third mic?
We invested that on you, on the mic.
Okay, I have one. I'm going to start off with somebody who actually retails for you, okay? As always. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, so now, huge claim. I mean, first of all, give me a 1 to 10. How shocked are you with that claim?
I'm almost 10 shocked.
Okay, so see, headline for short. One of your biggest retailers is actually shocked at that
See,
one.
Rajiv, for any headline to become a headline, you need to shock.
Yeah, true.
So we've achieved that.
Okay.
Yeah, you've achieved that. Yes, Arvind.
Okay, and now rate out of 1 out of 10. Can they actually do this in 5 years? You see this every day at retail level, right?
Yep.
Can they do this? Would you be selling this brand as the #1 brand from all your stores in 5 years?
Well, even as of today, we do sell from all our stores. And one thing, Rajiv, is the most important thing for a retailer is after he sells, he should not have any headache with the product.
Okay.
And that they have achieved beautifully so far.
Okay, all right. That's a big deal, I'm sure. Okay, let's find out now from somebody from my community. Okay, Rajat's right here. Rajat, 1 to 10. We've already got the shock part. I saw your hair stand up at that time, so it's come back again, so it's looking good. So now tell me a question based on that statement. Do you have anything to ask? Because I'm still reeling.
Yeah. William, if I may ask you, it's not just about trends that are happening right now. In order to be the #1, you have to be the trendsetter looking about 3-4 years down the line. Does Gionee have those capabilities right now, or is it just because of the space at which you can innovate what has already trended?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take that first and then probably William will help me. You know, the beauty about this industry, what you said, Rajat, is about one wonder. You know, I mean, most of the brands today have been one product wonders. Believe me, whatever I've experienced over the last couple of years and whatever we see as a backup available in Gionee, to create that wonder year after year would not be a problem. So I'll now leave it to William to actually tell you how do we become a trendsetter at a global platform to actually take that position.
Okay. Okay, actually, you know, from the technology side, now globally it's very open to Chinese markets. Okay, maybe 2 years back, if we go to Japan company, maybe they not support us. At that time, they support, you know, Nokia, support HTC, you know, but till today, all the tier 1 vendors come to us, not we come to them. Include Qualcomm, include Google, include Microsoft, include the Japan Display, Sharp, Sony. Everybody come to China because they know China is the future of this industry. So from technology side, it's open to China. Okay, this is one. Second is China has the most numbers of the talent engineers in the world. And we have the new technology and we have the resource to use this technology to become products. So now you will see, like today we launched E7. 1 year before, I cannot imagine that Gionee can launch the best camera phone in the world. But today I can see we have, because our products prove that we have the technology and we make it to be products. So the product will see the facts.
Rajiv, just adding to that, what William said was, you know, today technology from America, technology from other parts of the globe is also moving towards China. So it is not that we see that as a trend. Even the technology providers do see that as a trend and are rushing towards China to actually ensure that they don't miss the bus. So it's a twin force. One is the technology rushing to us, and second is our ability to rush to the market.
Okay, all right. Sounds interesting. Okay, who else? Okay, Bharat, question for you. By the way, you got the third fastest lap. Okay. They'll not tell you that. But okay, so now one more claim that's been made out here. The E7 is the world's best Android camera phone. That's a huge, huge gauntlet thrown down out there. Yeah. Would you agree?
Well, to be quite honest, I haven't used the camera, but the specs do speak a lot, and we haven't seen these kind of things in an Android device yet. So we'll have to see.
Okay, and best camera phone per se?
I mean, you have the Lumias, the 1020 is a great camera phone, but we're not talking about that. The camera in this, it doesn't, the Lumia doesn't have Android on it, which a lot of people would have liked. Here we have Android, and we have the claim for the best camera phone, so that definitely should help.
Okay, so again, that's a pretty good thought process that you might just pull it off, the best Android phone. Were you shocked that Gionee didn't buy Nokia?
Quite.
Right. I mean, why did you miss out on that? I mean, why did Gionee not buy Nokia? Why would you give that chance to Microsoft?
I didn't get that.
Why, everybody here is very shocked as to why Gionee did not buy Nokia.
Well, it wasn't a good buy. So we said goodbye.
It was a good buy. Okay,
yeah.
so it was a good buy. Okay.
You know, Bill is not as educated as
no Microsoft
we are.
partners here? No Microsoft partners here.
Rajiv, just one last thing. You know, Bill is not as educated as we are. We both did our university.
Okay. Okay. Ankit, your wife can wait for that message. Can I have you up? Okay, so now Ankit is going to ask you the most intelligent, high IQ, stunning question of all times. I mean, none of us will be able to dazzle you as much as he will with this one question. Watch this man in action. Okay, he's looking very confused, so we'll go to somebody.
No, I actually have a question. It might be as high IQ as we expected. You know, globally we are seeing, William, if you can see me, globally we are seeing a shift towards, and this is not Gionee specific, but there's a lot of mistrust or lack of confidence when it comes to Chinese hardware makers, you know, be it laptop makers like Lenovo, be it software companies like Tencent that makes WeChat and other, you know, WhatsApp-like messaging services. I know on record, MI6, which is UK Secret Service, and CIA, they have circulars and they have memos where they have said on record that our government agencies and law enforcement agencies will not purchase Chinese equipment made by Chinese vendors because there is room for backdoor entry, for, you know, whatever, for gathering information, for spying or whatever there is. Now that's one huge cloud looming over the entire global community. Let's say law enforcement agencies and those people aren't really retailers or distributors, but you know, these headlines do make it to the blogosphere and social media. How do you plan to combat a very strong wave of, let's say, lack of confidence in not just Gionee, but you know, overall there's a blanket halo like that. I wouldn't say halo because halo has a positive connotation, but something like that, top 5 globally and number 1 in India in 5 years, when you have such a strong wave of, you know, resistance to adopting Chinese hardware and software, how do you plan to tackle that?
And we're really sorry for that very long question, because if you have a TV person asking a question, he can only think in terms of 30-minute slots, right? I mean, it's a 30-minute, so we'll take a commercial break and get them to answer.
See, I think that's something which you bought as a pertinent perception, right? A few days back, BlackBerry had similar perceptions. Would you agree with me on that or no?
We all know what's happening to that company. Let's not use that as a reference point, please. BlackBerry signing up with Foxconn is not a sign of confidence in China.
I didn't mean from a perspective of going the BlackBerry route, but I just talked about what doubts can be all about. So I think what you're talking about is a perception which is not going to change in the next few days to come. I have absolutely no doubt that we are Chinese, and I have absolutely no doubt that people doubt us. We got into the market fairly clear that this is a wave which is against us. So we've kind of factored it in our thought process. We've kind of factored it in our marketing strategy. We've kind of factored it in the way we're doing our business. So that is the reason we are saying 5 years. Otherwise, I would have said 3.
Okay, all right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to do the last parts, not the last rites. I'm going to say this, and this is really from the heart. For more than anything else, not for the fact that you have a great collection of people here, not for the gathering that you have, not for this awesome event that you've had, but for more than that is the fact that you've actually taken on something where you did not know the kind of questions that may have come from the audience. This was random. I changed my script and said I'm going to take you up on that. Just for the fact that you as a company have come in aggressive, you've come hit the ground running, and you're also doing things which we as journalists don't see much, And that is, you're willing to sit here and actually take the tough questions on, make statements like that and try and actually achieve it. I'm going to congratulate the two of you. I, for one, would be very happy if you achieve any part of that, maybe not all of it, any part of that, because at the end of the day, an aggressive, innovative company coming into India, there's only one big winner, and that is the consumer. Yes. Of course, the retailer and distributors will make money off them, but that's besides the point, and so will you. But other than that, I'm very thrilled that a company like this comes in. You'll wake up everybody else, you'll shake them out of their slumber, and I really hope part of that comes true. Thank you for taking this discussion.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rajiv.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you so very much. That was very insightful for all of us. Or should we say thank you, gracias amigos?
Actually, you got to tell, because every time I look at you, because you're my friend, I call you amigo.
Oh God, he suddenly turned Italian.
But I have to tell you, I like what you wrote here. In the 5 years, you know what? In 5 years, what's going to happen, my friends? I can't I don't want one person to say, I want everybody to tell me what I ask you. In 5 years, what's going to happen?
Clearly they were listening. Woohoo!
You know, this side, hang on, guys. This side is listening and very vocal. So in 5 years, what's going to happen? Fantastic. And let's see, you know, this is your side or this is my side?
No, this is my side. I'm standing on this side.
Oh, okay. You want to see these guys saying what it is?
Yeah, okay.
5 years.
Sorry.
5 years. में क्या होने वाला है? Gionee is? Yes!
Really? Are we making this a competition? In 5 years?
You know, यहाँ पे जो आवाज आई थी, there was just one person. If everybody says number one, within 2 years, who said that?
Well, good to hear that.
अरविंद साहब, इनका नाम लिखा लो. Target ज्यादा करो इनका. दिल में. All right, guys. For this pledge, let's give ourselves a big round of applause, and we're going to make it faster than 5 years. Come on, let's give a big round of applause. We come back to the Amigo.
Yeah, Amigo.
Yeah,
Since
Amigos.
you're so excited about Amigo, I think it would be apt if we take a look at the Amigo AV. Can we have that, please?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to wonder what this is? Take a look. It's going to really make you smile. The Amigos AV. That was cute. I really like that. It's very nice. All right. Can we have a round of applause for Amigo? And to know more about this and...
Yes, to know more about Amigo, we'd like to call on stage Oliver to kindly come and talk about Amigo and a lot more.
Hello, Amigo. Everybody, Amigo. Anyone knows what Amigo means? Friends. It's friends and Amigo. Yes. Amigo is an Android-based OS launching 3 months ago in China. Now we have 9 million users around the world. They are from 26 countries and regions. Now in Amigo 1.0, we have 5 sessions already. And in Amigo 2.0, we're going to introduce more features, including SMS, and text messages, and video, and more. Now, I want to talk about the SMS first. Many of you ask the question, are you still using a text messengers? Anyone is still using a text messengers, right? But actually, we're shifting from text messengers to the IM, like WhatsApp and WeChat, things like that. But the thing is, we're still receiving text messengers these days. We're not giving up text messengers. Look at the example. when we receiving text messages, like 20 text messages every day, you have commercial text messages, you have personal text messages. For me, for example, I have more than 10 commercial text messages from different vendors. I always mess up all the texts with my personal text and commercial text. How can we deal with this? Now in Amigo 2.0, we have automatically analyze a system. You can organize your personal messages and commercial messages in 2 folders. So everything is automatically finished by Amigo 2.0. I'm answering the guy from the PDV. We not cooperate with CIA to do this. So actually this is automatically analyzed by Amigo 2.0. Everything will be categorized into 2 folders: your personal text messages and your commercial text message. I'm going to talk about the second one about text is one tag clear, which will help you to clear the unread mark with only 1 click. Also, we're going to introduce a contextual action bar services on the top, which means once you receive text messages from like a airline, like somebody wants airline send you a text messages to confirm your flight, like tomorrow, this one will automatically add it to your action bars, which means you will get a reminder before you leave, and you get the local weather, everything in your calendars once you take the flights before. And also, I'd like to introduce the incoming calls. Sometimes I got a friend's call from me, but I didn't get the number yet. I didn't record the number. So I always forgot who is calling me. So I only need to swipe like this, that I can see the guy, who exactly the guy. None of manufacturer can do the perfect compatible adaptation for all the Android games. In Amigo 2.0, we compatible. We ensure all the games is compatible with major suppliers, like EA and many and Game Loft. And also for the way I'm allowed to share about a little research about the people using smartphone, because people spend too much time on smartphone, and when they will get the heads down always. This is gonna tough for your health. Amigo 2, we're gonna introduce a new products we will launch earlier next year, which is called Amigo Play. Amigo Play is a third-party devices which can be plugged into your TV. So you can use your phone to play games. You don't need to look at your phone screen anymore. You just look at the TV screen, that's it. And then you can use your phone to play a racing game, and you can use TV to do a shooting game. And what's the advantage of this? You may compare with Amigo Play with AirPlay by Apple, but the thing is different is in AirPlay, they have a very serious delay and lagging. So it looks like the average takes 0.1 lagging time, seconds. So for Amigo Play, we ensure we have introduced a new technology based on the sensor hardware, which will help you to improve the delay, and you will see no delays in these products. So game is never over for Amigo Play. I think since iPhone launched the clock design, everybody followed the same style. So everybody tried to organize this size like this. But Amigo has redesigned all these tools from clock. Now we think time shouldn't be just a number. It should be a representation of the Earth. is like 360 degrees rotation for Earth. That's our understanding for the timing. And for the recorder, we have introduced a new design and bubble with representing different kind of melody and rhythm and beats, and we make it alive. And for the compass, we are inspired by Life of Pi, which is from India. We want to make it like a boat. So these are all new design for Amigo 2.0. And finally, I want to show you the live tasking, the live multitasking, which is we have launched just few days after iOS 7. So somebody say we copy iPhone. So actually it's not, obviously it's not, like a few days ago later. So in this time, we really are ahead of iPhone. We introduced a live multitasking experience to users. So when you realize every time when you're using a live task, you have to click into each apps to see what's going on in which apps, like what's going on with the game and what's going on with the WeChats. But this time we have break that doors. No, you don't need to click into each app. You can see all the status for each app, and only with 1-2 clicks. So that's all from Amigo. We have many more features introduced Amigo, and it's for your time to enjoy over there in the showroom. That's all for me for the Amigo. Also, I think today we are here for introducing you a very exciting products E7. I'd like to show you, before we start the introduction for E7 video. Let's play the E7 animation video, please. Can you play the E7 video? Thank you. I think today everybody is a photographer. We use our phone to take picture by every day. We upload it on Facebook, Twitters. It's always happy to share the best moment with our friends and our families. But sometimes for us, for amateur users, we just don't know how to make a perfect pictures with a smartphone. It always happened to me personally. I don't know which mode should I choose to take this picture under this low light or whatever, daylight or HDR. I have no idea what's going on with all the features. But the thing is, from a perspective view of engineering, how do we make a perfect picture with our smartphone? There are two factors. So one is, if you have a higher resolution in your phone, and also have a better picture quality in your phone, you get better picture. You can take better pictures. So what does it mean? The resolution, you get more resolution and you get more pixel, and then you get more resolution. Once you get the bigger pixel size, and you get bigger picture quality. I don't know whether you have to understand this from the perspective of engineering. I can show you some example. Here are two examples. The one on the top is with a higher resolution, taken by a higher resolution phone, and the one on the bottom with a lower resolution. So once you zoom in the picture, you can realize the difference between these. What about the pixel size? The pixel size means you can see more details. From the left one, you can see much more details on the left-hand side. From the right-hand side, that's smaller pixel size. Then you don't see many fine details. So these are the basic logic behind this. So the thing is, can we increase the resolution and pixel size at the same time? The thing is, this is a big challenge for a whole industry. It's impossible to make the pixel size very big, because you have to make a very big camera module in your phone. It will end up like a very big size camera phone. So is it possible to make it? Let's look at some competitors, how they do it. HTC One claim they have the biggest pixel size in the world, which is 2.0 micron. But the thing is, they have very low resolution, which is only 4 megapixel resolution. So what about the iPhone? Somebody say iPhone has the best picture quality in the world, but you see from iPhone 4 to iPhone 5 to 5S, they are just increasing the pixel size with very slight improvement. When you see iPhone 5 has only 1.5 mil, which is very low compared with many other brands. Which is 20.7 megapixel resolution, but the thing is they only have 1.12 mil, which is a very small pixel size. The Samsung S4 has sacrificed both the resolution and pixel quality in terms of giving only 13 megapixel and 1.12 pixel size. So generally you have a basic idea what's going on with our competitors. Either you choose to increase the resolution or you increase the pixel size. So the thing is, the picture quality of a smartphone is still behind the digital camera. That's the truth for us. But is it possible to introduce the pixel size to a smartphone, or introduce the camera sensor to a smartphone? Yes, we think we can do that. So generally, like back in 1 year ago, we have talked to the best sensor supplier in the world, which is OmniVision. Now, we talked to the engineering from San Diego in OmniVision, and when the first time we talked about this idea, and they said we are crazy. It's impossible to introduce the camera sensor to a smartphone, because it's very hard to put all these elements and make it small size into a smartphone. But is it possible? They say, maybe we can try this. So after 1 year development, hopefully we make it. And then finally, we have taken more than 500,000 pictures with more than 1,500 engineering from both companies, and we fixed the problem. And we are proud to say we are the first brand introduced a professional DC sensor to a smartphone. Thank you. Yeah. Which we have a 16 megapixel resolution and 1.34 mil pixel size, which is the highest combination in the world. So we have some leak information from S5, which will be launched next month this year from Samsung. They have 16 megabyte pixel, same as us, but the thing is they have very small pixel size, which is only 1.12. So we are still ahead of Samsung S5 for a year. So let's have a side-by-side comparison between all the competitors like Samsung S4, S5, and Sony Z1. So definitely we are out there. We have a bigger resolution, we have a bigger pixel size, we have small sensor size as well, which is only 1 by 2.3 inches. Yes, but for best camera phone, best Android camera phone in the world, when we only have the biggest pixel size and biggest resolution is not enough. You should have a top quality camera module, which include the top sensors and large lens, and also the powerful camera models as well. So we have collaborated with the biggest company called Lagen, which is very good at the camera lens, the smartphone camera lens. We have customized the M8 lens based on their M8 lens technologies. We also collaborate with Shicom, which is the best camera model supplier in the world. And we also unified the sapphire glass and protective film for our lens, which is 3 times harder than ordinary glasses. So even for the flash, we have collaborated with a very big company called flagship. They have the strongest flash technology in the world. The front camera, we have the same front camera resolution as the rear camera of iPhone 5S. So for the geeks and bloggers, I think you can do a comparison between the iPhone 5S and our phone, but with the rear camera and front camera, which is even bigger pixel size with 1.4 mil and autofocus as well on the front camera as well. So E7 is definitely a product we are proudly say this phone is made for shooting. But having the best hardware is not just enough. We also have the most powerful imaging software in the world. We have introduced 2 models, which is professional interface and amateur interface, which both satisfy professional users and amateur users as well. Which you can see on the left-hand side. You have many features, including the ISO and camera modes, many other features for professional only. So on the left-hand side, which is more light for usually users. So what are the biggest concern for professional users? They like to take perfect picture with panorama and night mode, sports mode, and HDR. So we enhance the experience with our latest technology, which called image enhanced arithmetic technologies, which help you to increase the usability and the better quality in terms of high resolution panorama. And also in the night modes, we have more light and clarity and reduce noise as well. For the sports modes, it's always tough for us to take a perfect picture when we try to capture somebody is playing game or playing computers, playing basketball, something like that. So we solved that problem even in the low light. So we can have a perfect picture without any blur and and distortion. For the HDR mode, we have also enhanced the compensation for the loss of details. And even for the composition, we introduced a new technology which we call vertical horizontal display, which help you to do the perfect composition with golden cut and diagonal line. And also we have 5 composition modes in these functions as well. So these are the features for professional user. What about the amateur users? We also have a problem to choosing the right mode. Like me, I don't know what time to choose this mode, and I don't know what time to choose the sports modes. Now, in E7, we will choose every mode automatically, depending on the environment you are in. So you don't need to choose mode anymore, right? We have 7 modes available in E7. Now, we also separate all the camera effects and integrate it into one separate app, which we call Charm app. There are 8 features and effects in this app. We keep the 12 level of auto beauty effects in this app, and we enhance make it more natural for the color. Now, we also introduce a new function what we call auto makeup mode. This mode will help our ladies to save a lot of money from the costumes. They don't need to buy the costume anymore. They just use this app to do the costume. That's it. For the food mode, we have introduced a food mode called which you can help you to do the automatic saturation adjustment as well. Probably some of you have seen the same function from other brands, but we have a better one we call footprint mode, which will help you to capture a series sequence still image into one frame. So this one will be much better compared with some brand S. You can compare this function with that brand. And we also have integrated 9 filter effects into this app. And watermarks. This is one of my best favorite features, which call PPT mode, PowerPoint mode, or meeting mode. Basically, behind this is if you sit in the corner of some meeting room, you want to capture the picture from the blackboard or whiteboard. Sometimes you get distortion on these pictures. So when you use this function, you can get automatically adjustment on the angle and even sharper this image with one click. And yes, this is a very handy feature for a businessman. Yes. And then with one more click, you can convert it to PDF, a series of PDF. So you have more way to take photos as well, like what we did in E6. You have smile and touch, gesture control. We keep the picture clear and best shots, which is very popular in E6. So what are pictures? The picture for me and for you is memories. But sometimes we get confused how we can find the right picture we took like 1 year ago. It's just hard to find the right pictures in the phone. But we have fixed that problem. We have introduced a more user-friendly gallery, which can be categorized your pictures within 3 different folders, it can be categorized by time, also can be categorized by event, and also with the character face. So it will be very easy for you to find the right picture, even back in 1 year. So E7, we definitely are proud to say this is the best Android camera phone experience to our consumers in the world. We have top camera hardware and intelligent software and even more user-friendly gallery. So I like to show you a video of all these camera features of Amigo and E7.
knows what you want and organizes all the moments of life, so you can relive the memories anytime, anywhere. So, pick up an Elife E7 and start your Elife today.
Yeah, definitely. This is the best Android camera phone in the world. I think it's not finished yet. If you have a better camera quality in your phone, you definitely have to bring your consumer a better hardware as well. So in E7, we have introduced more design concept to these products other than just the camera. So back in a few months ago, we have launched the first white OGS unibody phone in the world. So after E6, we have introduced a new design concept, what we call curved unibody design. So we have cooperated with the world best supplier for color, materials, and finishing, which is called Beckers. And finally, we have met the challenge and finalized all these colors and make it possible to happen on E7, which is black colors, white colors, blue color, and orange colors, and pink color, green color, and yellow colors as well. So these are the first these are the first colors available on a unibody phone ever before. Even for the display, we have introduced 5.5 inches Full HD LTPS display from JDI. And also, we first time introduced the Gorilla's third generation glasses on our phone, which is much more durable than any other competitor in the market here in India. So now with Gorilla's screen, you can wake up your phone with double tap, gesture. Sometimes it's not responsive when you get your hands wet. Even wearing a glove, we can solve the problem. So for the sound, we have 3-mic noise cancellation system, which will help you to get the perfect audio recording when you're in a meeting or in the interview mode. So for the hardware, we have introduced the world's strongest combination of processor and RAM. So Gionee will be the first brand launch the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 and 8974AC chipset in the world, which is the first one in the world. Yeah. We have two versions, which is 3G versions with WCDMA band, and the other one is the 4G LTE band. Both will be available in India. So we also introduced the world's second smartphone equipped with 3G RAM, which is Samsung 3G RAM with 32 GB eMMIC. So out of all these features, we also introduced many other features like OTG, NFC, and many new more hardware technology introduced to these products. For the OTG, I've been asking from many other friends in India, why don't you bring OTG to your E6? And this time, this is available on E7. So you don't need to buy any other phone if you run out of storage. And for NFC, I think William have shown you, some of you before, with only one tap between two phones, you can share any size of pictures with your friends with ease. So I would probably say E7 is the best, has the best chipsets and best camera in these products. So we will also launch E7 Mini. This is the first time we launched E7 Mini in the world. So India will be the first country available with E7 Mini. which has the world's first 1.7 gigahertz octa core. Yes. And it will have a rotating 13 megapixel camera as well. It will be the first iEagle screen, which is 4.7 inches in the world as well. It has a dual SIM and 2 colors available. So India will be the first country available with E7 outside China. We will launch this product in 40 countries as well later on. So I'd like to introduce our head of India, Arvind, Mr. Arvind, to the stage to give you the prize, the most sensitive part for tonight. Where's Arvind? Arvind just don't want to share with them, huh? No, you use mine? Okay. Do something different. Yeah.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you so very much for that. Of course, we've already found out how capable the E7 phone is with all those features, power-packed with the performance like never before. And I have to say, it epitomizes Gionee and the R&D department.
Yeah, many of my friends, I went backstage, talked about it. So they actually said, we're getting a little confused. Are you a phone company or you're a camera company? So, Oliver got a little excited and called me on stage, and I couldn't leave that opportunity because I'm excited as him.
Absolutely.
But before that, I would like to introduce a very special friend, Sharad, who's here with us, whose exhibition photographs you would have seen. People who've seen the photographs outside are straight photographs taken from the E7 by none other than Sharad Haksar. I'd like to welcome him on stage and take the things ahead.
Thanks, Arvind. Good evening, everyone. Arvind had called me last week and said, Sharad, I have an assignment for you. So I was thinking that I'm going to be shooting a mobile phone. So he said, no, it's a slightly different assignment. I want you to take pictures using my mobile phone. So I was a little wary about it, and I said, I'm not too sure. So he said, no, let me just send you the phone, and then you can decide. So I've just spent 2 days on the phone, and it's really amazing because sometimes you really don't want to take your big camera around. This is as good as a basic camera which you would like to carry. The quality is amazing. All the images which I've shot haven't been retouched on Photoshop. It's straight from the phone, and it's only the software of the phone. So I'll just quickly go through a small presentation. Sorry. Okay, I started my photography at the age of 3. I got my first camera when I was 3 years old. So that's a picture. I mean, I shot that separately. That wasn't with the crocodile. Oh, shit, sorry. That's why I got into photography. It's one of the reasons why I got into photography. So photography was always a passion for me. I love taking pictures. It was never really a career option for me, but I always wanted to be an architect. And that's when, in my 11th standard, I met Iqbal Muhammad, and I saw the work which he had done. He had just studied in the US and came back to India, and I saw the work which was happening in the US, and then I said, no, I want to get into photography. So that's how I changed my career option. Okay, so these are some of the images which I've taken over the years. I want to do a series called Brand Irony. So I just looked at all the multinational brands and tried and created a story out of them. So that's a beggar with a MasterCard sticker on his bowl. This is I'm a major Apple fan, so the IBM shutters are down and Apples are freely selling. That's Colgate. That's drink Coca-Cola. This is shot in Chennai. We have so much of water problems, but Coke is freely available. For this image, I got sued by Coke, so it became a really big issue worldwide. And they filed a case against me, and I fought with them, and they took the case back, and so I do other interesting work also for my clients. So I get work approved from clients like this. So my daughter didn't get what the whole thing was, so I was kind of okay at home. I try to take images which are different, which is not the usual. This is a shot for a brand called Periali. It's for cotton shirts. So I thought we'll use nature as a theme. So we've just shot leaves and created a shirt out of them. These are corporate heads for your formal shirts. Got inspired by Enter the Dragon. This is for Sting Denims. This was done for Reliance Network, so we had to shoot all over India. This is part of the same series. This was for home delivery, shot for an Italian restaurant. Sorry. This is the pasta hotline, so it's a hotline for getting your pastas home. This is for a brand called Story. When I did this campaign, I went to the client and I said, I want to have this guy getting girl image of this campaign. So, all my fantasies when I was young, so I thought, why don't we use it in a campaign? So the client was really unhappy with the concept, but I said, no, we need to go with it. And it was a real big hit. This is again for the brand Story. It's my take on what superheroes wear on their costumes. So it's inside story, outside story. Superman changing. This is for Rahman for the Jai Ho concert. Another picture which we did for Reliance. Some pictures for resorts. Sorry. This is pretty tricky, I was shooting in a 50-foot ladder. There's a lot of wind. This is a resort right next to the sea. And these are 8 images stitched together. So with really low light. So it's pretty complicated to get this right. This is for an anti-smoking campaign. So we used about 3,000 cigarettes to create this. I've also created the world's first camera lens calendar. It's patented. It's the focus rings have dates. You have days, months, and years. So you could just place it on a table. So this is a first which we've done. Okay, so let's get into the E7. Okay, now all these pictures have been just shot in daylight, outdoor. So I just wanted to take images which have a lot of color, a lot of detail, a lot of texture. So I shot some flowers and just see the detail. That's really amazing. It's as good as a professional camera. I mean, may not be right up there, but for the size, it's just amazing. And there is really no loss in details. That's my dog, Gizmo. Now, the best part is normally when you shoot blacks, you don't get details. there's amazing amount of details on this phone. I didn't expect to, normally what we would do is we would go on Photoshop and make the dark areas brighter, but the details are amazing. You could just see every strand of feather. These are all shot in daylight, nothing fancy. So you can see the sheen on vegetables. It's just amazing. Now I just shot on the HDR mode, and a lot of people don't really understand HDR, but it's a great tool when you are shooting in a lighting condition which is not great. Now this is a normal shot, and this is with the HDR mode. So you can see the clouds in the sky. See the earlier one, there are no clouds, but now you can see the clouds. And all the greens which are dark have got so much of light in them. So it's an amazing tool where you're not too worried about your exposures. I thought it was amazing. It's really great. And this phone has got so many features. You can just keep playing around with it. I just played around with different modes. Treating the image. You can add a Polaroid frame to it. I mean, it just goes on and on. You can play around with hues and colors. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Thank you very much. That was good. You saw the photography, very vibrant.
I know. I mean, thank you, Sharad. He's obviously a very, very accomplished, one of India's biggest advertising photographers. And in case you missed all those works, we have them displays right outside so that you can take a view. And as you can see, I think we've also got it on paper, literally, thanks to Sharad, what the E7 can do.
Absolutely. So like Arvind mentioned, is it a camera? Is it a phone? Well, you want to click pictures? Some really good ones? Go and check that out, guys. You'll really not believe your eyes saying that, boss, ye mera kamal hai. So you can discover the Sharad in you.
I think it's time to put that confusion to an end. We'd like to call on Mr. Arvind Vora once again on stage so that we can actually officially launch the E7. We've spoken so much about it. Is it a camera? Is it a phone? Well, Arvind, what is it?
Okay, before he starts speaking, for all the action which we had in the evening, come on guys, let's show some energy. I know it's been a long day. Big round of applause for Mr. Vora. Zordar Talia.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think I'll manage this alone.
Okay.
Can I have my presentation, please? Okay, guys, I'm between the product launch and things to happen, it's only me. So I'm going to rush through this, but not without giving it for all my partners here. This is our first 9 months. 9 months is a period where you generally deliver, and this is what we delivered. 250 crores of business, first 9 months, with 500,000 satisfied consumers. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. This is what consumers have to say for us. Probably the best comment that I like was, excellent smartphone. Almost like an iPhone, but looks almost like an iPhone by looks, but more than an iPhone by performance. Thank you, Rohit Pillai, wherever you are. Thank you so much. This is what we've achieved. We've got a pan-India presence now. Last time when we met in the month of October, we were struggling with our distribution as far as a couple of parts of the country were concerned. We are 50% penetrated in terms of geographical reach and coverage. 6 import partners, 7,000 retail shops, 2,102 independent sales promoters selling day in, day out. As of now, while I talk to you, we do about 3,500 to 4,000 phones on a daily basis, which translates into almost about 2 to 2.5 crores of business
day in, day out. That makes it almost a 75 crore brand on a month-on-month basis with just 50% penetration. Do your mathematics, we are 150 crores if we get our distribution correct. 1800 crores if we get everything correct on an annualized basis. Is that good for size? This is our services backup, absolutely owned, whether it's call centers, it's repair management, it's spare parts. Just to give you business statistics, the industry has an average selling price of 3,000. We do almost about 6,000. The smartphone value shares are about 60%. We are about 82%. That means anybody who's selling our phones is making much lesser effort, but is making much more money. Smartphones, this is how it looks like. Just run you through. But you know what's important at the end of the day is you've got positioned and accepted as a smartphone brand in India. I think that's the positioning that I'm looking at, and that's what is exciting all of us, raring to go and make it to the top one position in 5 years to come. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Just about achievements, leading dailies have written this about us. We are acknowledged as a 1% plus market share by volume, leading dailies, at an ASP that translates to almost about twice. So we are almost at about 2% market share. Fastest debut to GFK. We are mentioned in Punjab, HP, West Bengal and Kerala. West Bengal and Kerala being almost very tough markets where a brand is concerned. Till last month, we did 250 crores, and I'm promising you all guys, we'll do another 250 crores in the next 3 months, making it 500 crores in first year of operation. Well, this would have not been possible if we didn't have a lot of people involved with us. Currently, we have almost about 3,000 households working on the business directly, indirectly. I'm going to share something with you which is very personal, but at the same time, you all are guys who are actually doing it for us. Every phone of Gionee that you sell to the consumer, 10 rupees per phone, is actually set aside for a noble cause. The noble cause is we believe every child has a right to live. And there are a lot of children in India who actually suffer from leukemia. Leukemia under the age of 10 is 90.87% curable. Leukemia under the age of 10 has fantastic success ratios. Child being the future of the country, I don't think we should lose that just for the want of money. So there is this organization whom we contribute to, which is known as Leukemia Crusaders. The vision is to heal and the mission is to help. I'll tell you why this is personal, because my 7-year-old son, Aryan, is a leukemia patient. He was detected with leukemia in July 2011. As of now, he's fighting leukemia. Both Monica and I, we've crossed the tide. And within about 9 months, he'll be actually declared absolutely fit, take on the world. So this is the social cause that you all have done. Thank you so much. I think no business presentation is complete without a marketing strategy in place. This is what we're going to do. Our consumers are 14 to 24. We are extremely clear. People like me are no longer consumers. They are told what to buy. We believe in the ROPO model, that is research online, purchase offline. I think we spoke about it a couple of times, not wasting much time. We are treating each state as separate. For me, Punjab is a different market. For me, West Bengal is a different market. For me, Gujarat is a different market. And we'll do everything for every market to ensure that it gets its due and deserves what it needs to get in terms of marketing spends to get us to that #1 position over the next 5 years. The way forward for the next 12 months, we're looking at 5% market share by value, about 4,000 ISPs. We're looking at about 20,000 retail penetration from 7 to 20. We're looking at about, in October 3rd, we did announce that we will actually start our own shop-in-shop and brand stores. So today, once we get out of this venue, you will actually see we have created in one of the garages what a brand store will look like. 250 of those brand stores will come up in the coming year, and 2,500 shop-in-shops will come up in the coming year. This is exactly what I promised in October in the launch of E6 on October 3rd in Delhi. this is what you're going to see in some time. These stores are basically meant for consumer experience, accessories, and obviously to offer service solutions. Last but not the least, E7 will see a marketing budget of about $3 million, which today translates to about approximately 18 crores. And over the next 12 months, we would deploy approximately 90 crores into sales and marketing. Our report card at the end of February should actually see us among 5 brands, a company which is driven by R&D, design and manufacturing, 20,000 counters, highly motivated sales staff, about 2,700 controlled sales points, 750 centers, customer notifications, and be certified as the top 3 brands in service. Well, this is just to give you some idea what the E7 can do. I would like to straight away compare it with the Sony Z1, the Note 3. Have a look at the pricing, and I'll take you next. Without pricing, I think this launch would be fairly incomplete. Any guesses? Okay. The E7 with the 3 GB and the 32 GB would be at 29,999. The 2 GB, 16 GB would be about 26,999. Well, surprise. Oliver just told you this can be actually termed as a global launch. I know we are tired, but still we're going to make it a global launch. This is about the E7 Mini. The E7 Mini in India would come with a 1.7 gigahertz octa-core, 360-degree rotating lens, and something which obviously everybody told us, you have something missing in your high-end phones is the dual SIM. This will be a dual SIM, and this will be priced, any takers? 18,999. Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much. You've been very patient. Thank you so much. Where are our guys gone?
Right, I think now we're all set for the product launch. Arvind, where are you going? I thought you were going to handle this yourself.
I thought I need you all.
He's so caring. He's promised us that you guys have done such a lovely job. He said, A.K. Rahman, Archana Vijaya, you're not going to go home empty-handed.
Ever.
Ever. He said, boss, everybody's going to take home that masterpiece. Right, Arvind?
He's ignoring us at the moment,
No, but
as he should.
Look, William is smiling. William is smiling. Don't worry. If Arvind doesn't look at you, I am going to look at you and I'm going to give it to you. What? Do we get that?
I think we should get the phone going. I think we should give all our guests here who've been patient a glimpse of the launch. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's presenting to you the E7 launch.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one big thundering round of applause and welcome the masterpiece, the hero, and the one which is going to define the mobile market. Here we go.
Well, as you saw, that was our brilliant launch for the E7. You've heard lots about it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've been a brilliant, very patient audience. Thank you for that. We have the Merlin Band. That's also coming up next. Of course, we have a brand retail.
Wait, there's something more.
What is it?
Arvind.
Arvind,
come, Arvind. We're waiting to hug you. We're waiting to hug even William. You've given
I think it would be an opportune time for a photo opportunity.
Absolutely. Let's give a big round of applause. Welcome Arvind and William on the stage. What an applause, my God. Brilliant applause that was, yeah.
In front of everybody? Yeah. Thank you. Well, that's amazing.
Such a microphone.
Yeah?
You actually can totally get it.
Wow.
That is so
Look at
cool.
this.
Is that the mini?
That's the mini.
This is brilliant.
Well, I guess.
We don't have this in too many phones.
Bye. Anyways, it's towards
Guys, why is there so much of silence? Just because we both got a phone each, you can smile as well.
Don't feel sad.
दूसरों की खुशी में अपनी खुशी.
There's got to be some kind of reward that we get at the end of this.
Yeah, we really worked hard for it, but yeah. That's all you get. No. All right, guys, come on. Let's have one more big round of applause. It's been brilliant and absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful
phones.
E7
Look at this.
phone.
Fantastic. Awesome. Gorgeous. All right.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and it's time for you to go to the experience zone, go on and check what the phone is actually like. It's time to get a touch and feel of the phone. And
Yes, for yourselves.
yeah, everybody, are we just going to touch and feel and just...
You and me are definitely just going to have to just touch and feel, and that's it.
Never mind. Archana gets paid more, so she's going to buy me one.
I thought you were going to gift me one.
Oh, it's done.
All
Tell
right,
her
we'll
that.
carry on our banter. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We have dinner served. The bar has been reopened. We have the Merlin Band coming up next too. But please make sure that you go on to our retail lounge that we have set up for you so you can actually get a true feel of the E7 phone. From Rahman and me, Archana, it's good night and take care.
Take care. Good night. Is everybody listening? Nobody? Okay. Good night. Good night, guys.